Gameplay. Skyrim. Cool. What is that? What's down there? What's written there? I'd like to read that.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation.
The fuck?
You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere.
Delphine looks pretty badass in her
Perhaps this
armor.
would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
Hey, that's me.
By Izmir's beard. The nerve of those Imperial bastards.
Lydia's here with me.
Think that I would sit down at the same table with that. Thalmor bitch.
Oi!
Whether she walks or I do.
Language. I love that Lydia. By now, Lydia seems like my professional bodyguard, and I absolutely love it. You're right, the Thalmor have no business here. They kinda do, though. Like, as far as I can remember, the White Gold Concordat was an agreement, and they are definitely in business together, so they have a right to be here, at least. Maybe not, you know, a very solid one, but they do have one, so... What's the harm? Besides, Tanjas doesn't really want her here either.
I'm
No,
glad we
what?
agree on this.
Very well, Ulfric.
Stupid.
Enjoy your petty victory. The Thalmor will treat with whatever government rules Skyrim. We would not think of interfering
I didn't-
in your civil war.
Whatever.
Ha! Skyrim will never bow to the Thalmor. Unlike your Imperial friends here.
Cool voice,
You're
Lydia.
lucky I respect the Greybeard's counsel, Galmar.
Legate, we represent the Emperor here.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Now that that's settled,
Sit down.
may we proceed?
Thanks.
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the Dragon Menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to
We're here
resist.
arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal
That's
with
me.
the dragons.
Hello.
Nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar.
Gotta get another drink before
Do
that.
your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
I agree with her.
Jarl Elisif,
General, this is outrageous.
Yeah, she's right.
You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought
wouldn't.
we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
In return.
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
Is she the Jarl of
This is
Markarth?
how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough.
Whoa.
This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth.
How about Riften? Why does he need to get anything? It's a truce. A truce does not mean he just gets to choose what he can take from you. I mean, maybe I'm maybe I'm getting a lot of hate for siding with the Empire, but I mean, that's not what this is about. This is about the dragons, right? It just means don't attack each other while I kill Alduin, and after that you can be at each other's throats again. You know? Dawnstar seems like a fair trade. Dawnstar. Do I remember Dawnstar? I think Dawnstar was smaller than Markarth? Question mark? I don't remember. How about Riften? No, Riften's too big. Any city's too big. Like I said, this is truce for the dragon thing. He shouldn't be getting anything. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, you shouldn't get anything either. So whatever. Dawnstar, sure.
In exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim silver. Hardly. Riften seems like a better choice to me. Well fortified, easily resupplied from across Lake Honric, plus all the mead we can drink.
Oh, so they are trading, so he gives them a city and he gets this. What? It doesn't make any sense though. We are not here to discuss who gets what city. There are advantages to gaining Dawnstar. Yeah, you asked my opinion, I gave it to you.
Fair enough. I was hoping you could put aside your loyalties for the greater good, but I see you're firmly in Ulfric's camp.
No, I don't care
Still,
about either of you.
Having another port would ease our supply situation considerably. Better than nothing, I suppose. But Ulfric will need to offer a lot more if he wants me to give up Markarth without a fight.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours.
I am not here to decide who gets what city.
Behind your talk of good faith.
You disappoint me, Dragonborn.
What?
I accepted your invitation on trust in your good name. But it seems you intend to favor Ulfric.
No!
I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with a new demand. You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands for your own selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
Only if I get rid of them.
The Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements?
Thanks, Esbern.
Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise
Lydia,
you
sit
both
down.
to listen
You don't
to
have
what
to
he has
stand up.
say
Come on, you're one of the guys here.
Don't you
Down.
understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
Show us bones. Where will these demands end?
I'm listening.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for your butchery at...
All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
So, Dragonborn, what do you say?
Ulfric should compensate for Karthwasten. What's to say what happened at... Who's to say what happened there? I don't know what happened there, so...
I should have known better than to expect you to give us a fair hearing.
I don't know what happened there.
Once again, the Empire takes the blame for the crimes of others. You know I can't agree to these terms. The Emperor would repudiate this treaty and I would be recalled.
Out with it then.
We want Kralder removed as Jarl of Winterhold and an Imperial candidate put in his place.
Don't know him either.
What next,
Too bad.
Tullius? Shall I just hand over all of Skyrim?
I guess I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide, although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. So, Dragonborn, what do you say?
I agree, Ulfric should turn over Winterhold. Ulfric doesn't need to give up any territory. He really doesn't. Like, and neither should you, but you decided to give up Markarth, right? Like, because you wanted that. As far as I can remember. Wait, was he willing to give it up in the end? Or not? Because if Ulfric gets, Markarth, then you should be able to get Winterhold. I also remember that Winterhold isn't that... I mean, it's infested with these things that I'm not going to be able to kill anyway, so... Yeah, sure. You should turn over Winterhold.
I knew I could count on you. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it Colovian brandy. These terms are still not acceptable.
You see what talking to them gets us.
I wonder what happens if you only ever
listening.
side with one of them.
Never mind. I can see that these are the best terms we'll get from this council. So be it. The Empire at least puts the greater good above our own interests.
Yeah.
It seems we may have an agreement.
Cool.
Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth.
I still...
Ulfric will allow Imperial forces into the
Still very
field.
confused why I should sign up.
Gold the Elder will go into exile, and Brynna Merilis will assume the Jarlship. Winterhold will be turned over to the Empire, although the college itself will retain its traditional neutrality.
Winterhold is... Yeah. It's a hole anyway.
You both agreed to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up. I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. These terms blatantly favor the rebels. Everyone here knows that.
I don't know
But
about
the
that.
Empire will accept them until the Dragon Menace is dealt
Guess I
with.
agree.
After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Galmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for
Okay.
this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgruf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to make a
Just say
very
the word.
last cut
My
here.
men will help
This is
us
going to
bring
be the
this
last cut ever, probably. I'll probably ever make. Before
to
ending
lure a dragon to Dragon's
the
Nest?
playthrough. Wait.
Well, that's an excellent question.
Okay, yeah, they're just discussing details now. So in the next part we are going to talk to Esbern, we are going to bring the dragon to Whiterun, we are going to travel to Sovngarde and end Alduin once and for all. I hope you be there. Until then, have a nice day, have a nice night, and of course as always...
Anticipated the
God damn it, Esbern.
While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temp, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew.
You want me to kill Paternox, yeah?
Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up.
Cool. Very interesting, Esbern. I'm going to talk to you in the next part. God damn it!
I anticipated them.
Yeah, you
And
just...
I'm
Yeah, you just...
cross-referencing this
Whatever,
with
how does that help
Delphine's
us?
map. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power. Shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be.
Why would he come when called?
He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Alduin. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call.
Very interesting. What's this dragon's name? Wait, we already met him, don't we? Don't we?
Indeed. I'm no master of voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in this scroll. thing. Winged snow hunter.
Why did we meet one that was something like N though? Snow, called dragon. Okay, anyway, so as I've said, last cut. I hope you enjoyed this part, and I also hope you'll be there in the last ones. I hope I see you there. Until then, have a nice day, have a nice night, and of course, as always, have a nice time.